Go. Shoot.
Right, can everyone hear us? Quick audio check before we get into it.
There's a latency of 5 seconds.
Yeah, there's about 5 seconds away.
They can probably hear me as well.
Probably.
Because I can hear me.
Can you see that one person just say, yep, you can hear.
Hi, Alim Ahmed. Yes, someone sent a thumbs up. Don't know if that means they can hear us or not, but it's something.
Yeah, there's a thumbs up mean people can hear. I'd like to get started with an introduction to that. Where's Corny?
She's gone to McDonald's.
Oh, McDonald's?
Yeah.
She's always the one that says yes.
Someone just say yes, they can hear us. There's 4 people viewing, come on.
Yeah, just one person to say yes.
I can hear you.
Magic, right, get cracking. Oh, go for that.
Broken Owl Tattoo Parlour, you are now employed. Hi, Callum and Reese. Hi, Alan. No, I don't know who you are.
Hello. Yeah, so, right, get cracking. So, today's another live version of Fishman Chats. We're doing a slightly different format, so it's a little bit more of a chat show type thing. I don't know what to call it, other than a chat show thing. And we've got with us a guest today, all the way from Aqualife in Leyland. We have Elliot. So let's go to the little introduction video so you can all see what they're about.
Welcome to Aqualife. Aqualife is an aquatic retail store based in Leyland in the northwest of the United Kingdom. The man behind it all is this man right here, Steve Spence. Aqualife has been built by the hobbyist for the hobbyist and is proven that with their massive range of fish from even invertebrates to wild type live bearers and even some of the special and fancy corridoras and larger fish. Now, Aqualife itself hosts a large number of tanks with a very specialised plant system in there too, with a wide selection of pond products and also dry goods. The person that we are going to be speaking to today will be Elliot from Aqualife, who is also a very, very keen hobbyist that is very, very active on social media, and there he is with his rather large net. So, without further ado, let's get started and let's get this conversation going.
Back to you.
Right, so we're back and we're here with Elliot.
Hello.
So say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Now, we'll just have a brief basic chat. So how's your day been today? Right, so I know it's been one of those funny little, we're in one of those times of the year where it's a little bit funny. So yeah, how's your day been today?
Warm, very warm.
Very warm.
I've been outside sort of months now, so that's been sweltering.
It kind of sounds nice in this.
It's been nice enough. I've had a bottle of ice water, and that's kept me going all day.
Oh, sweet. I mean, I'm very, very happy that Steve's allowed you to come down and represent Aqualife.
I'm happy too. I like to travel.
Good.
And he just locks me up.
Let's watch you up.
Just locks me up.
Use little
Fish shop.
fish shop program. Yeah. That's not great.
I'll tell him. I'll show him this.
Right, so for anyone that doesn't know about Aqualife, which is certainly my favourite shop, other than my own, obviously I have to say that bias, but Aqualife is my favourite.
He has to say that with me as well.
Yes. No, it actually is. It's a well-known fact throughout all my videos. Say Aqualife is my favourite shop. It's a proper shop. But I don't want to explain it. We'll let you explain it. So where is Aqualife? Because I know it's quite tricky to get to as well.
Yeah, so it's the name's Aqualife Leyland, but it's not actually in Leyland. It's about 10 minutes outside Leyland. Which is, if you live in Leyland, that's a long distance away. We're more near Croston. It's a nice drive off the M6 to us. And we're just located in a little garden centre. That's called Leyland Garden Centre again. It's nowhere near Leyland. And it's great. Nice little shop at the back of the garden centre. It's just good.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of tucked away at the back. As you can see from the introduction video, it looks kind of, it's got a kind of shed thing, all the ponds outside and stuff. And you've got like fair local competition.
Yeah, there's quite a few shops around us.
I mean, in terms of those that go on like fish shop tours, you're often included in the whole pier and that. They're neat to go to when you're going around the northwest. So what's it been like over the past few months for you since things have started to get back to some form of normality?
So I'd say that it's been quite good with the position we're in because on season stuff as well. Obviously, we do quite a lot on plants and fish and lines as well. That's helped a lot with bringing money in that we lost during that all the lockdowns we've had.
Yeah, yeah. Because you were one of the unfortunate ones that you had to obey the laws of the garden sector. So, yeah, so you had to close when others were remaining open. But we're glad all that's getting over with and things are somewhat getting back to normality. Right, so tell us about Aqualife itself. Like, how long has Aqualife been going?
So I'd say it's been going just under 30 years. We're hoping to have a 30-year birthday event in October. And it's not always been with Steve, our boss. Some other owners built it, made it what it was. And Steve came along, managed it, and then they sold it to him and another person. A couple of years ago, he bought the rest of the shares and is now the sole owner. He basically made it how it is today and made it really a good shop for the tanks that we've got and the space we've got.
Yeah, I mean, Steve himself is not just a business owner. He is involved with the investment industry, Aqua Society, quite heavily. The first time I ever saw him was when I went to an auction.
Yeah.
And he's the one that's always running the auction as well. Like, he likes to keep himself excessively busy.
Yeah.
And he's created a shop that mainly caters for the hobbyists, but it's also run by the hobbyists as well. So it's not just a money cash cow kind of thing. It's got this sense of what's the word I use. I need a thesaurus there, but this is what I know why it's. It's created almost like a mini mecca of fish keepers with like a massive variety of the stuff that you do in a small shop. Yeah. Like, if you were to walk into the door and just go like follow it around, like what kind of things would you see as you go around?
You'd see everything. You'd see foods, you'd see filters, you'd see air pumps, you'd see fish, you'd see tanks, second-hand tanks, brand new tanks. You'd see display tanks. We've got a planted display tank, and you just see fish everywhere. Tanks just full of different types of fish.
We've got an audio issue apparently going to our nice people.
Oh, there's an audio issue.
You go over to this microphone, it still has one seems to cause some problems.
Oh, well, what's the problem on these ones?
It's just, they say that they can't hear anything.
Oh, is it a bit quiet?
Yes, so I'm just going to flip you over to this one.
Oh,
The same, but I'm going to stick it on here.
Yeah, we'll.
They probably can't hear anything now, does it?
Right, okay.
Well, that's not too
So
bad.
everything's actually unplugged.
Yes, maybe that's a sign language or something.
I do know some sound language, it's not good sound language.
No, not yet.
Do you know how to sign 1 minute?
One, no, that's
One.
One second.
It was very handy. So we have this one.
brilliant.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly expensive microphone.
That one.
Yeah.
It looks sturdy. You get some test mics there. You blow them really comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, is this on? I don't know.
It was a very expensive microphone.
Yeah.
It was the most expensive microphone we could physically get.
Oh, cool.
I made it, not the other thing, so. What do you want?
Everyone's just got a shot of Colin's arse.
Yeah. Enjoy.
They've been waiting an hour now with that one. What is that one?
That's such a weird way of doing it. I don't want this.
We never do anything normally, Colin.
Right, let's move my Big Mac out of the way.
Microphone's on yet?
Is there any lights or anything?
No, not yet.
Right, that's not good. Speaking to the mic,
Hi, Colin.
ask everyone if they can hear you.
Oh, can you hear me? Is it audio fixed yet?
I can hear audio, yeah.
So special.
Is the lights on the mic?
No.
Is your mic on, Carl? We can hear you. What do you mean you can hear? You can hear me. Ah, they can hear me. That's why.
Have you had the wrong microphone?
Not
the whole
well.
time?
It says sure, so I don't understand why. 1 second, everyone. I do apologise. Please hold.
Hello and welcome back to the hugely popular segment Fishman Roast with me, Reese Fishman. Now, as you can tell by the background behind me, today we're at the fair. You can probably already guess what we're going to be talking about, the only fish-related thing you see at the fair. Goldfish as prizes. Now, we could sit here and talk to you all day about the animal welfare point of view, of how it's immoral and this, that and the other, and the whole fact that you have licenses, blah, 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 that you see everywhere all over Facebook anyway. But, we'll ignore that bit, because everyone talks about that. What I'm here for is the retail fire action.
Hello.
So I hope you're ready. Right, so, it still happens. That's the negative thing. By the way. Goldfish are still going to be won at fairs, regardless. And we're not going to stop them. Not anytime soon, anyway. And we get it. We had a fair recently, very close by, and goldfish were being given as prizes. And we had 3, 4, maybe 5 customers every day coming in. Going, oh, I won this goldfish at the fair. And they need a tank for it. And you go, oh, goldfish aren't really good for tanks. You need to put them in a pond and go on and blah, 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 blah. With all the right information. Oh, well, we'll just get a bowl. Right? No, just piss off. Right? I don't understand people that. Well, first we'll go to. I don't understand people that choose to purchase an animal. We'll go for that one first. Choose to purchase an animal that they don't want to care for properly. Like, would you go to a dog shelter and be like, oh, I want to get a dog, and then just be like, oh, I'm going to put it in a cage all its life, I'm not going to take it out for a walk. Do people expect this to be a normal thing? Or, oh, I'm going to go get a bearded dragon and I'm going to put it in this tiny little space. Like, I'm not going to feed it what I'm supposed to feed it. Like, people shouldn't get animals knowing full well they don't want to care for them properly. So, when you go into the fair and you win, hook a duck, that's probably maybe, what, £3-4 a go, because it's fucking extortionate. You can buy goldfish cheaper than that, by the way. Why you would choose not to get the cuddly toy, and why you choose to walk around the rest of the day with a goldfish in a fucking bag. You're an idiot. Like, you're an absolute moron if you decide to choose the goldfish as your prize. Just ignore the stall, don't fund it, because it will keep carrying on. Like, these people don't even have licenses, and they somehow manage to sell goldfish more expensive than any shop that I know of. Don't be a dick when you go into a fair. And not only when you choose to not win them all, and say, for example, they have goldfish left over at the end, what do? They go around door to door with a fucking bucket of goldfish. That in itself sounds stupid. Believe it or not, people actually buy them. Like, if someone came to my house with a bucket full of goldfish and asked if I wanted to buy a goldfish, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's not. How do these people keep them? They just go, oh, we'll put it in a cup or a bath or a sink. Like, and then they come to the shop and go, oh, you need this, that, and the other. Then they have a go at you because you want to care for it properly. I'm not the one that bought a goldfish from some random knobhead on the doorstep. If you don't want to see goldfish at fairs anymore, stop playing games that they've won as a prize. Don't fund knives. Thank you.
Right, yeah, apologies for Callum's. I mean, what?
Yes.
Yeah? Right, magic, yeah. So, yeah, apologies for the audio difficulties. Callum's still not managed to work out the kinks, but we have been very, very busy over the past couple of weeks, so I think I'll let him off on that one. So, yeah, if you could hear us all before, we were talking to Elliot from Aqualife about essentially just the shop itself. The birth of the shop. We'll play the intro to it again at some point. But yeah, we're talking about the birth of the shop itself, talking about the owner, Steve. And yeah, so we will carry on from the rant video. And I think it's only fair to ask Elliot about some of his little, we'll call them pet peeves. Not necessarily. I'm not going to ask you to do a 10-minute rant about people.
I can go on for it for a long time. So it's similar to what you did, I think it was last week, was it, or week before, about when customers come in and they want money off their fish because they think, because we're a small independent shop, we're in a position
Yeah,
to
hagglers.
knock money off fish. That's my biggest pet peeve. And there is a couple of customers who we know when they come in, we say, we know they're going to ask, and we'll intentionally say, you're not getting any money off this sale. And that's up there, I think.
Oh, I mean, we could carry on with this one for ages, couldn't we? I mean, I could re-rant about it every day of the week because it is excessively annoying. But it's handy to know that it's not just us that has it on a regular basis.
No, I bet there's quite a few shops. I mean, speaking to other shops as well, they've sort of had the only people that don't have it, the chains.
Ones, yeah.
The
ones that have the room to do it.
Yeah, the ones that can do it don't have that problem. It's weird.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'd never dream of doing it to any shop.
Oh, you go. I know the way. I go in. I understand what a shop is.
Yeah.
You pay for the price that it says. So you go in. Done. Magic. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I had a great one before.
What did you have, Colin?
This lady came.
Can people hear you from there?
No, you can reshare. The camera will come back on. She came in. She bought 2 Daniels, asked for a discount on her £3 purchase, and then tried to pay with £50 note.
Amazing.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, so if anyone didn't hear that, Callum said he had someone come in before for 2 Daniels at £1.50 each, wanted a discount on buying multiples, 2, and then, so £3 total, and tried paying with a £50 note.
See, I'd have struggled not to laugh in the face at that. I really would have done.
That is ridiculous.
I'd have thought she would have been joking.
Oh my god. A discount on 2 fish for multiple. Oh my. Right. I don't know how. Oh, right. No, there are videos about this.
Yes.
Right. So, back to it. So, Aqualife itself. Now, so tell us about some of the stock that you've got at the moment. Just gives people a little bit of a taster.
So obviously we have all your traditional fish, neon tetras, platies, guppies, swordtails, but then Steve always likes to have some rare oddballs and little bits in that are hidden in tanks that customers, if you ever come to the shop, you've got to look in a tank. You can't just scan over it and think, yeah, I've seen everything in there and walk on. We've got some little zebra ottos that are hiding in little bits of wood, and you can just see them, just about see them. Easy enough to catch, but not if you're a customer, walking by. We've got some funky African knives, they're about that big. They're really, really nice fish. We've got 6 of them at the minute. Really nice group behaviour. And I think the nicest fish we've got, and this is just coming from me because I like these type of fish, is a big L160 spiny monster that we got brought into us. I was quite happy to have that brought into us. I snatched it off them. And it's about that big. And today I walked in and it was upside down. I thought, and then touched the tank, flipped back over.
I would have panicked.
Oh,
I probably would have genuinely pooed myself.
Yeah. I was close to it.
So have you not been tempted to take it home?
Very tempted. Very, very tempted. But I've already got an L25 now. The tank that it would be going in would be the same as that. I think I can't put them together.
Yeah, you might. It's probably not worth the risk.
And I've asked Steve if we could do a swap, and he likes the idea, but he wants some more money.
Oh, that's not fair.
I keep this is my outlet to tell him to do a straight swap.
Right, I think there's we should have a lot of comments.
Yeah, I can show Steve.
Just so Elliot can show Steve about how much he should be able to swap his L25 for the 160.
160, yeah.
So yeah, let's all just back Elliot up on this one. Since though he's taking his time out to promote Steve's business.
Get it.
Yeah, he's probably going to shout at me for that. Never mind.
We'll get a message in the morning.
Yeah.
1 o'clock.
I hate you.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Right, so do you have like a specific layout in the shop? I mean, I know you've got your nano fish and the shrimp and stuff, and that's kind of offset to the other stock as well. Yeah. So you go in, I don't know if you've changed the layout, but last time when you go left, there's some tanks along the top of the side. They're all split like shrimp and stuff like that in it. What kind of nano fish have you got in at the moment?
So we've got the classic nano fish, the tiny rasbora, so Brigite, little chili red rasbora, spotted rasbora, and we've got some really nice little tiger teddy live bearers. They're only about the tiny. Males are tiny, the females are really fat. And we've got some fry from them, so I'm like saving them.
I've not seen tiger teddies for a long time.
Funky fish. What else have we got? We've got some nice Luxophthalmus lampies, which are like a really shimmery yellow and blue body with a bright blue eye. They're in the nano tanks. We've got plenty of shrimp. We like shrimp. Cherry shrimp at some best there, I think. Easy to breed. And if you get a good line and good colour, fantastic. Really look good.
Magic. Just a quick interruption. I mean, if anyone wants to ask Aqualife, we'll say Aqualife a question, just write it down in the comments. Callum will shout it over when we've got a couple of them. Anyone that actually does a question, we will be sending them out of like a selection of stickers. So in case you want to see, we've got some cock stickers. If you can't see the picture, it's a flower horn with a big cock. Yes, with a rather large one. So we've got some of them for you. We've got some blowing stickers. So this blows with a pufferfish on there. These are all very innuendo-esque. We've got some pictures of Graham, if you want a picture of Graham. Cartoony picture of Graham. So there's the aquarium adventure stuff that we all like to send out. We've got some of our nice colourful Fishman aquatic stickers. It's the black and white ones of different sizes. And we have the super cool, shiny, absolute aquatic ones as well. So, yeah, if you have any questions for Aqualife, write them down. We'll send you some stickers. Obviously, you've got to send us your address and be within the UK as well, because I'm not going to send them to
Russia.
Yeah, I'm not going to send them to Russia, because that's going to be rather expensive for a question for me.
I have a couple of people asking, who is this person sat on the couch? What is this about? Because they weren't there for the first bit.
Amazing. Right, so do you want us to do the introduction again?
Just like to explain where the shop is and who that Daddy sat on the couch. Do Elliot.
Right, okay. Yeah, because Callum's audio was messed up. Right. Yeah, right. Right, so anyone that's jumped in part way through, what we're going to do now is going to cut to the little video for the introduction about the shop itself, and then we'll introduce the guest again. So, play the clip, Callum. Welcome to Aqualife. Aqualife is an aquatic region west of the United Kingdom. The man behind it all is this man right here, Steve Spence. Aqualife has been built by the hobbyist for the hobbyist, and is proven that with their massive range of fish, from even invertebrates to wild type live bearers, and even some of the special and fancy corridoras and larger fish. Now, Aqualife itself hosts a large number of tanks with a very specialised plant system in there too, with a wide selection of pond products and also dry goods. The person that we are going to be speaking to today will be Elliot from Aqualife, who is also a very, very keen hobbyist that is very, very active on social media, and there he is with his rather large net. So, without further ado, let's get started and let's get this conversation going.
You're back.
Oh, okay, so I completely got caught off guard then. Right, so we are here with Elliot from Aqualife, obviously who is one of the employees at the shop that you've just seen. So just a bit of a recap from when we first started. Where is Aqualife and what's the shop about? How long has it been going?
So I said to you at the start, it's Aqualife Leyland, but we're not in Leyland. We're like 10 minutes outside Leyland. And we're sort of on the way, if you come from Leyland to Southport, probably about 10-15 minutes off the motorway, so we're not far, well connected. And we're in a little garden centre that's called Leyland Garden Centre. We're at the back of it, it's like a shed, basically. So it is basically a shed with some pond vats outside.
It's a very fancy shed.
It's a very fancy shed, yeah. That's fallen apart nearly. But we've been going for 30 years this year. And obviously it's way older than me. I don't know about you, Reece.
I'm touching
30. It's probably close.
Just for anyone that wants to know and buy me something, I turned 30 on the 29th of this month.
That is close. It's probably
really close.
Probably the same time you were born.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Steve's my boss, the owner now. He's not always owned it or he managed it. Probably about 5 years into when it was first opened. He came, worked there, worked his way up, became manager, and then it was up for sale. He bought, I think, 60%. Another person bought 40%, and then last year before, he bought the rest out. So he's now the sole owner. And it's nice. It's nice to have him just making the decisions. It's good. It's really good.
I say he's a really, really cool guy that keeps his fingers in all pies in terms of the hobby in the industry. He knows a lot of people. Is stupidly well connected. Is in the Preston and District Aqua Society and does the auctions. He is everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a hobbyist shop. It's a shop for hobbyists, run by hobbyists.
Yeah. Actually,
magic.
The best type of shop, I think. Same as you. It's a shop that's run by people who actually like the hobby.
Yeah, but I mean, the difference is that we kind of fumble our way through day-to-day life. Steve seems actually organised.
Yeah, there's a lot of conversations behind closed doors to make sure that the shop opens up and just goes like that.
Yeah, no, we literally stumble and fall at every hurdle, but manage to somehow get through it.
Both work, don't it?
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
Right, so Aqualife doesn't kind of tailor in terms to a certain type of person, though, does it? It doesn't tailor to Central and South American cichlids, or it doesn't tailor to live bearers and fancy guppies. You literally do a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Is it more seasonal, or is it just what's available on lists that you kind of go, ooh, we'd like the sound of that?
Tends to be more what's available on lists. I mean, certain parts of the year, like December time, obviously that's when Christmas time is, we'll fill the tanks with colourful platies and guppies and swordtails, because we know that people are coming in to do the tanks up for Christmas, make it look nice. So it's, we'll sell those type of things. But most of the rest of the year, it is just what we like on lists. We'll get a list through, look at it, and me and Steve will go, we'll get some of them, we'll get some of them, we'll get some of them.
Yeah, I mean, the annoying thing is that I suppose we're actually in competition when it comes to getting the certain fish off list first, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we should change this into like an all-out gladiator brawl. The winner gets first dibs on next list.
Sounds good to me.
No, I'd rather not. I'm falling apart bit by bit. Now, some of the fish that you've got, or obviously some of the fish that I'm be getting in tomorrow anyway from Max. Like, were the brown knives from Max?
Yeah, from Max.
Magic. And just so people can get a sneak peek of my stuff coming in tomorrow, what they like.
Good, really, really good fish. Strong, eating well, and they're really interesting to watch in a group. They interact really well with each other. It's nice. Nice fish.
Oh, that reminds me, Max actually did have a question for you.
Did he?
Yeah. And it's a bit of a silly question.
Go on.
Who is the biggest man in the world?
Am I meant to? God, that's a difficult question.
Are you sure? Because Max said that you always say that you are.
Yeah, but I never like admitting it. Apart from to Max to remind him.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, he's
because we're about the same height, me and Max, and I just like to say that I'm half an inch taller.
Oh, that's not going off much, is it?
It's not.
But, everyone needs one up on Max.
Yeah, you do, especially with Max.
Yeah, he won't let you forget it.
No.
So, Max, if you're watching, give me some good fish tomorrow morning, please. I have just been insulting you a little bit, so please give me some nice fish. Now, you as a person and a hobbyist, how long have you been doing it?
So, probably 10 years now, and it all starts off with that one fish tank that you get for your birthday. I got it from I've always been to Aqualife. I got it from Aqualife, listened to Steve, put the fish that I wanted in, and then I just left it as it was. And then in high school for D of E, Duke of Edinburgh, volunteering came up, and I thought, I know where I can volunteer, Aqualife. So Steve said, yeah, we'll have you. And then he said from that first day when I first volunteered, he was really impressed. And then he got me in every so often when Preston and District Aquarium Society had auctions just to help box and bag up. And then a job opening became available and then offered it to me. It was a Saturday, which was perfect for me in school. And I took it and I've been there ever since. It's been really good. So, and obviously you learn everything along the way, and he introduces me to people, and I've just,
Yeah, you've probably got one of the best mentors around. Yeah. I mean, you are very, very fortunate, and I'll apologise to Callum for having me. There's not really much of a comparison there.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
All is forgiven.
Oh, that's all right then. That's all right. At least you get to do your videos.
That's true.
And make floor. Yeah, we had our floor collapse today, and Callum had to remake the floor. I helped break it apart again, as I do. But, yeah, I stood on it and broke it. Yeah, I broke the floor. Okay. That wasn't supposed to be admitted on live. Thanks, Callum. So, you as a person, what kind of fish do you everyone's got their kind of favourite kind of style of fish. What are yours? I mean, I know people working in shops, it's a little bit different because you tend to start in a way where you appreciate a certain type and then it kind of morphs. And
it does morph and mould. So I'm 50% in two fields. I like South American fish on one half and I like West African fish on the other. And they're my two fields that I like.
Just when you say fish, you just mean anything South American, essentially. Like
probably,
not specifically cichlids or anything like that. I mean, when you say South American and West African, that's probably
a massive.
Yeah, there's probably the two best areas of fish anyway. Yeah. So it's usually soft, water bright, colourful fish that you like.
Yeah, that's it.
And what is it you keep at the minute?
So I've got a tank full of tiny little South American tetras, so green neons, cardinals, ruby tetras, lots of different corries. Obviously, we get tons of corries in the shop. Steve's a corrie fan, so I get a chance to bring tons home. Some little checkerboard cichlids, some apistos as well. That's in one tank. We've got a bit of a bigger tank with some Bitodoma cupido in, cupid cichlids. That L25's in there. Some bigger tetras, more robust tetras. And I've got some tanks just in a little room, and they've got all my West African stuff in. So there's some lampi congos, yellow bodies, bright blue eyes. I love them. Males get a really nice long dorsal on them. And when they spar, they come up and they're there.
Yeah, I've just never been fortunate with lampires in the sense that it's one of those niche fish for me that just always go to crap for no reason whatsoever. Yeah. And I don't like it. Now, what's kind of I don't know if Stevie's going to kind of reveal any secrets to you, but what's kind of in the pipeline for Aqualife? Is it just a case of just carrying on as you have been, or are there plans to change things up a little bit?
So at the minute, the way we're going, it's not too bad. I mean, the garden centre's having plans of changing, and we've been speaking to them, and maybe we might be moving. They want to expand. They want to open up a second story, so there'll be space on the bottom floor basically for us that we'll be able to fit in
inside.
So that the inside, which is better for us, because if it is tipping it down outside, then it's a long walk to us from the main garden centre.
Yeah. I mean, being inside of it would actually be really, really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of space. Oh, that's quite fortunate, huh?
No, I know it was nice when they told us, but they did say rent's going up. So.
Oh, that's yeah. That's a bit unfortunate. It's a seesaw, right? But well, I'm glad that things are doing really, really well for Aqualife, and things are constantly on the up.
Yeah.
And you've got your birthday coming up as well. Have you got any kind of plans for that?
So we're hoping sort of middle of October to do like a birthday weekend. So Saturday, Sunday, there'll be discounts in the shop, and we want to fill the shop with fish that people will travel for, and also just general public can come in and get fish that they want for cheaper prices. And we'll have a raffle. We'll have some events throughout the day, and possibly some speakers as well. So something that everyone can enjoy and be part of.
I might actually turn up to this.
Good.
I mean, you said mid-October, didn't you? So it's going to be after Telford?
Yeah, after Telford, yeah.
I mean, if you're going Telford, I'll see you there anyway.
Yeah.
Me and Callum are going Telford.
Yeah. Me and Steve are going Telford.
Callum, are we still going Telford? Yes, I mean, Callum are going
excited
Telford.
for it.
Yeah, I always have to ask his permission.
Yeah.
I'm the owner, but he just tells me what I need to do all the time. I'm the, what is it, the little gimpy feckle.
You're the talent. I'm the management.
Okay, we'll do it that way. I'm the talent, Callum's the management, even though I have no talent and Callum
It's basically
has
said there, you're the face and he's the brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it is. I'm along for the ride. I survived for a couple of years, and then Callum came along, and now I'm just along for the ride.
Reese is a big guy in a silly hat, that is it.
Thanks. I'm a big guy in a silly hat. Thanks, Callum. Oh, for God's sake, you need to be hooked up to a mic just so people can hear you taking the mick out of me. Now, this is not fair. Because at the minute I'm just talking to a light, and it's very, very bright.
You can't see me.
No. I know you're in that direction somewhere. I think what we might have to do is, at some point, do a shop tour of Aqualife. What do you reckon, Callum? Get out on the road and do a shop tour of Aqualife?
That is the plan for season 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's a plan for season 3 of Fishman Chats.
It's a long walk.
It is a very long walk, yes. Yeah.
It was a long drive.
Yeah. We'll get a car.
Well, we need a license first.
We need a license. We'll get a license, we'll get a car, and then we'll get, on the road.
Sounds like a good plan, this.
Yeah. I can't actually see anymore.
So maybe we just get the
But yeah, we need to also,
That's a good point. Yeah, there is a train station about 5 minutes away.
Oh, yeah, we'll get a train and taxi then. I'll get a train and taxi. We'll do that. We'll go to Aqualife. We'll do a video tour. Maybe in the meantime,
Steve as well.
Yeah.
We'll get Steve.
Yeah. Maybe in the meantime, we can do a virtual one. Just send me more videos.
Yeah.
And we'll put something together.
Should chuck him in.
Yeah. And
Oh, we have something interesting in the chat.
what is it?
So our head of merchandise, Phil Clark, has put an offer in the chat for you.
Oh, okay.
Leyland. Sounds
For me.
like he needs some promotional birthday towels, etc. Winky face. Look next to you, that's our promotional towel.
It's good, that.
Oh, it's a really nice
It's
towel
a
as
nice
well. Yeah, it's actually embroidered on and not printed.
Can we get him in blue?
Yes.
Any colour.
Any colour, any design.
I'll probably take him up on that offer.
Yeah. So
Phil, Aqualife Leyland.
yeah, so we'll get Aqualife Leyland and Elite logos for you connected then.
Yeah.
That's the company Elite logos for you. I mean, you might have seen it before. I recognise the name before I knew Phil. These lights are getting very, very bright.
You're not too bad for me. I can look straight down the centre.
No, I'm blind.
Blinded by the lights.
Yeah. God. Oh, this is just descending into chaos again. Yeah, so we'll get Phil and Aqualife connected into sorting some stuff out. Was there anything else?
Yeah, we've had a few bits and bobs.
I can't actually see the chat from here. I mean, that's quite a lot of comments and stuff.
That's quite a lot of comments in a very small font for me.
Yeah.
What was your first ever fish pet?
My first ever fish pet, I remember. Sweet pet. So it is a fish that, yeah.
Fish pet. What was your first fish pet?
I remember it so vividly. So I went to the shop when I got my first tank, and I got a plant on wood, put it in the tank, and a little Amano shrimp swam out, and that was my first ever fish pet. I called it Andy the Amano. I remember that. That is honest. That's a memory that stuck. That's just come out now. That memory.
Elliot, it's a shrimp, not a fish. The person said fish.
Neil, I got 6 neon tetras. That was my next one. 6 neons. But I'm not naming each and every single one of them.
Just numbers 1 through 6.
Yeah, 1 through 6. Count them every morning.
Yeah, neon tetras then.
Yeah, neon tetras.
To go along with Andy.
Yeah, it was honestly it was the best shrimp as well. And for 2 years, I think, and then he died.
It's not bad going for a first shrimp.
No, it's not.
Phil said, what is your least favourite?
Oh yeah, what's your least favourite fish? Definitely fish, not shrimp.
Least favourite fish. So I have a not hatred, but I just have a dislike for a group of fish, and it's reef flakes, East African fish. I don't know what it is about them. Cynodontis, if there's cynos, I like them. But cichlids, East African cichlids, they don't do anything for me.
There seems to be a massive hatred towards African fish. Like my most hated fish, mostly Africans, and I've got like reef flakes. And it's one of those. You can't be a fish keeper. You've got to be a Malawi keeper.
Yeah.
And no.
Malawi chickens.
Yeah.
But it's because in discussion when you talk to people and they say, "Oh, I've got some African cichlids." Oh, what have you got? And then they start listing them off, and you think, well, they are African cichlids, but they're not the African cichlids that I like.
No, I mean when people start saying like, "Oh, what have you got?" and they go, "Oh, Malawi's," I go, "Oh, what Malawi's have you got?" And then they start saying names, and then I start thinking, I didn't actually care.
All you're thinking is that one's blue, that one's yellow, that one's red, that one's blue, that one's yellow, that one's red. That's all it is. Blue, yellow, and red.
That's a good hatred for a big group of fish.
And you'll know that because we only have one tank with about 10 in the shop.
Yeah, we've got like, what, 30 odd, 40 in one tank?
Yeah, just one tank, that's all it needs.
I'll just go through the list of names that I recognise and chuck them onto a tank.
Yeah.
No more questions, but Phil said, I've got some stickers and a couple of polos coming to you next week.
Right, I'm starting to feel really bad about this because I just keep getting given gifts from Phil and I don't know how to get. Usually Callum just takes them. Like,
my whole wardrobe's just fish merch now.
Yeah, so Callum's wardrobe is pretty much just Aquarium Adventures shirts that again I've done through Phil, and Fishman Aquatics shirts, and he's got stickers and everything all over the place.
Can you do some shorts? Can you get something?
You could do with some shorts. I mean, you could physically reply using the keyboard.
Like socks and stuff as well. That'd be kind of useful.
Oh god! Right, Phil, Courtney wants some socks. Phil, I'm really sorry.
Shorts. Please, Phil. Fishman shorts.
You want Fishman shorts? Yes, I mean, I could do with Fishman shorts.
That's a pretty cool thing.
I like shorts.
I'm glad you like shorts because you're wearing them.
Oh, really? It's very well done. Shorts, there you go. Oh, another question. Go on.
What is the best sand for cories?
Best sand for corries. I'm allowed to advertise another shop, aren't I?
Yeah.
Because it is the best sand, and
if it's the best, it's the best.
It is the best. We use it in our tanks. I use it in every single one of my tanks, and it's Barlow's Aquatics Trading Sand, the natural one. BD Trading Sand. You can also get it as, and it's fine enough for corries, but it's not too fine that it like play sand. It can compact.
Yeah, I mean, it's one sand that I've never actually used, and it's strange when you get into conversations like this and you're thinking, "Ooh, I've tried that sand." Who knew there were so many different types of sand?
There's so many when you get into it. You look on like lists, and it is a sand list that you see.
Yeah,
it's just sand.
So many colours and types and areas. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It is.
Phil wants to know our waist size.
Phil wants to know my waist size.
100.
Right, just.
I don't think YouTube lets me type that many numbers on one message.
Oh, come on! I'm not. It's not that right. Right.
I may have to put it on multiple.
36 to 38.
And I'm less than that.
And Callum is substantially less than that. I'm a 38-inch waist, okay?
I'm medium.
I'm tall, so I get away with
Just
it.
a number in it.
I'd say Callum's like a 32. Maybe a 34 because he started drinking more beer.
33.
They don't do odd numbers. They go up in even numbers. Have you ever bought pants
But yeah, I
for
was going to say,
yourself?
have you ever bought pants? Jeans.
Yeah, but yeah.
You just look at them. Yeah, they'll do.
Yeah, Phil, if you want to do it in jogger, like sweatpants style shorts, then just get Callum medium and me an XL.
Yeah, I think I'm 32. Now you've said it, I think he's a 32.
Callum thinks he's a 32, and I'm definitely a 38.
No, there's a big difference in that.
That's so mean.
Sorry, I'm just getting abused now by people that you can't see.
It's terrible.
My God, it's so. I pay the. Well, I pay that person. I don't pay that one.
Since we started being silly, our viewers have gone down.
Yeah, we kind of digressed.
11 to 4.
That's not a surprise, to be fair. I think what we'll do is we will do a bit of an outro. We'll play the rant video again, and then we'll actually do it with volume. So
The rap video had volume. It just wasn't.
Elliot can so we can hear it.
Oh, you want to hear it?
Oh, I mean, Elliot's not.
I've not heard it.
No.
I don't think I can play it on a stream.
We'll do it. Right. Anyway, so we'll do a bit of an outro.
Do you want to go back to the clip again? Watch that.
What? Do the intro clip and then do the outro.
Do the intro clip and then the outro and then
Run.
finish. Oh, clip. So you want the intro, then the rant, then the outro.
Yeah. No. We'll finish it on a high with the outro, with a rant.
You want to finish with?
Finish with a rant.
You have to finish with the outro, otherwise it's not an outro.
We'll finish with the rant.
Okay.
Do the intro.
Do the outro, then the rant.
Yes.
The outro, then the rant. Oh, that's not an
Intro, outro, rant.
outro. Intro, outro.
Oh my God.
Can you just do it?
Are you ready? Action.
Welcome to our aquatic retail store based in Leyland in the northwest of the United Kingdom. The man behind it all is this man right here, Steve Spence. Aqualife has been built by the hobbyist for the hobbyist and is proven that with their massive range of fish from even invertebrates to wild type live bearers and even some of the special and fancy corridoras and larger fish. Now, Aqualife itself hosts a large number of tanks with a very specialised plant system in there too, with a wide selection of pond products and also dry goods. The person that we are going to be speaking to today will be Elliot from Aqualife, who is also a very, very keen hobbyist that is very, very active on social media, and there he is with his rather large net. So, without further ado, let's get started and let's get this conversation going.
Hello and welcome back to the hugely popular segment, Fishman Rocks with me, Fishman. Now, as you can tell by the background behind me, today we're at the fair. You can probably already guess what we're going to be talking about, the only fish-related thing you see at the fair. Goldfish's prizes. Now, we could sit here and talk to you all day about the animal welfare point of view, of how it's immoral and this, that and the other, and the whole fact they don't have licenses, blah, 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 that you see everywhere all over Facebook anyway. But, I'm going to ignore that bit, because everyone talks about that. What I'm here for is the retailer's point of view. So I hope you're ready. Right, so, it still happens. That's the negative thing. By the way. Goldfish are still going to be won at fairs, regardless. And we're not going to stop it. Not anytime soon, anyway. And we get it. We had a fair recently, very close by, and goldfish were being given as prizes. And we had 3, 4, maybe 5 customers every day coming in. Like, oh, I won this goldfish at the fair. And they need a tank for it. And you go, oh, goldfish aren't really good for tanks. You need to put them in a pond and go on and blah, 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 blah. With all the right information. Oh, well, we'll just get a bowl. Right? No, just piss off. Right? I don't understand people that. Well, first we'll go to. I don't understand people that choose to purchase an animal. We'll go for that one first. Choose to purchase an animal that they don't want to care for properly. Like, would you go to a dog shelter and be like, oh, I want to get a dog, and then just be like, oh, I'm going to put it in a cage all its life, and I'm going to take it out for a walk? Like, do people expect this to be a normal thing? Or, oh, I'm going to go get a bearded dragon and I'm going to put it in this tiny little space. Like, I'm not going to feed it what I'm supposed to feed it. Like, people shouldn't get animals knowing full well they don't want to care for them properly. So, when you go into the fair and you win, hook a duck, that's probably maybe what, £3-4 a go, because not extortionate. You can buy goldfish cheaper than that, by the way. Why you would choose not to get the cuddly toy, and why you choose to walk around the rest of the day with a goldfish in a fucking bag? You're an idiot. Like, you're an absolute fucking moron if you decide to choose the goldfish as your prize. Just ignore the stall, don't fund it, because it will keep carrying on. Like, these people don't even have licenses, and they somehow manage to sell goldfish more expensive than any shop that I know of. Don't be a dick when you go to a fair. And not only when you choose to not win them all, and say, for example, they have goldfish left over at the end, what do? They go around door to door with a fucking bucket of goldfish. That in itself sounds stupid. Believe it or not, people actually buy them. Like, if someone came to my house with a bucket full of goldfish and asked if I wanted to buy a goldfish, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's not. How do these people keep them? They just go, oh, we'll put it in a cup or a bath or a sink. Like, and then they come to the shop and go, oh, you need this, that, and the other. Then they have a go at you because you want to care for it properly. I'm not the one that bought a goldfish from some random knobhead on the doorstep. If you don't want to see goldfish at fairs anymore, stop playing the game that they've won as a prize.